Lots has been said and exposed about the controversy between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, but some insane theories conclude that something deeper went on behind the scenes, which started the whole drama. From filming a romantic movie that started really spicy, but ended up teaching a valuable lesson on DV to the cast themselves. Falling apart in real life, the project that began really promising has now ended terribly, and it goes to say that there might be even more secrets yet to be exposed about the drama. People have been wondering at what stage Blake decided to take over the production, how things even got to that point, and the reason why Justin kept overlooking many of these actions. And it's something this theory will be focusing on with some facts to back it up. And the more you look at it all, the greater chance of seeing all the hidden and connected signs that make it all even closer to the truth than what had been led on. The most prominent theory to ever come out of Blake and Justin's story is that Blake fell in love with Justin while on set, and even though she did try to show some subtle signs, things didn't go her way. The breakdown of how this theory came together is the most eye-opening revelation you might get to see about this case. Starting from Blake's past projects, she has never stripped down completely. While filming a private scene with an actor the way she did with Justin in It Ends With Us. And this is absolutely wild because in her complaint, she mentioned that she needed to have an intimacy coordinator on set. Justin countered this by revealing her where she had no interest in meeting with the intimacy coordinator. In fact, she acted as the intimacy coordinator many times on the set, which means she had control over how close she could get to Justin. And to turn around and say there was no intimacy coordinator available sounded like a tactic to take control of the situation, as it was becoming obvious she may have let herself go on the set. Also, Blake actually pointed out that she's not like other actors, who shape shifts and let themselves be consumed by a character. Many people have often said Blake plays herself in every movie, and she proved them right in her statement. You can't just put me in any clothes and give me any words and have me step in and transform. And I used to be very insecure about that. I used to feel like an imposter because I would watch actors who were just shapeshifters. They could do it in any circumstance. Blake reveals that she's a different type of actor from the others in the industry, suggesting that she was really herself on the set with Justin. And probably by being herself, things got a little too real in a way that didn't favor Blake. When asked how she gets into character, Blake said, for me, the way I always get into a character is through their wardrobe. When I literally inhabit them, I feel so much more. Clothes are very expressive to me. I feel like a different person in whatever I'm wearing. It gets hilarious because some of the clothes came from her closet, which means she based the character on herself. Meanwhile, getting into character is an entirely different approach for Justin. I started to keep a journal as if I was Ryle and the things that Ryle experienced in his life. I had to create as an example the trauma that happened to him. I had to recreate that for myself. In the book, Ryle is described as very attractive and irresistible. And there are speculations that Blake might have also seen Justin that way as she revealed how much she loves romance. I just really love romance. And I love it as an audience member. And I love it in my real life, and I just really believe in romance. She claimed that playing a character on set like what she had in It Ends With Us takes her to a different realm where she sees fireworks. Blake also praised Colleen for how she wrote the characters, because it made her know and enjoy precisely what Lily was feeling for Atlas, and especially Ryle, where there was a deep attraction with many conscious and unconscious feelings overlapping and happening at once. Blake admits she really can't shape-shift to become a character, and also goes ahead to say she loves romance, which shows she could be the type to fall in love very quickly. And for someone who's married and hasn't explored extremely spicy moments in her recent projects, but decided to take a highly sensitive and intimate role just a few months after giving birth, it was an absolute recipe for disaster. It gets even crazier, because Justin was method acting on set and had to channel the complicated character that Ryle is to perfect his role, which means whatever romantic effect Ryle had on Lily in the story, the same thing probably reflected on set as well. While it might be a theory, there are also some interesting facts to support that it might be closer to the truth than anything else. An old comment by Blake about a workout post made by Justin has also resurfaced, and it also shows that Blake may have fallen for Justin. The comment was made around 100 weeks ago, which happens to fall in 2023. even though she was busy pumping. And for some reason, Justin didn't jump right into honoring the invitation, as he made her know that he was eating, and would come to her trailer after that. With how straightforward this chat appears to be, it's surprising Blake misinterpreted it to be something else, which could be a calculated effort to get back at Justin for not acknowledging her romantic feelings on set. Now this theory gets even wilder. As you discover, Blake has a history of falling in love with her romantic partners on set, starting from Penn Badgley, whom she dated his character in Gossip Girl, from portraying lovers in the show, where Blake played Serena and Penn portrayed Dan. The lovers made it a reality on set by actually dating, and the storyline they had in Gossip Girl contributed to their real-life attraction. It was also one of their earliest projects, and they got to bond together as young adults experiencing a surge in fame due to their appearance. In Gossip Girl, unfortunately, they broke up in 2010 just before Gossip Girl wrapped up in 2012. But then Blake fell in love on set again with Ryan Reynolds while filming Green Lantern. Although Ryan was married to Scarlett at the time they met, it's been rumored that Ryan and Blake got too close when they claimed to be just friends. In many of their interviews and how they always talked and looked at each other, it's believed that Ryan cheated on Scarlett with Blake and ended up divorcing his ex-wife to be with Blake. And even though that didn't happen immediately, it's obvious the romantic feelings started from the set of Green Lantern. Before Blake became serious with Ryan, history almost repeated itself with Ben Affleck on the set of The Town when Ben was still married to Jennifer Garner, and the rumor at the time was that Blake cheated with Ben, even though he was married. The insider on that set revealed how Blake and Ben were acting like love-struck teenagers, which left Ben's ex-wife worried. Although Blake was still in a relationship with Penn at the time, the actions of both Blake and Ben on and off the set of The Town revealed there was probably some emotional affair involved, which included baked goods, dates, and even occasional flirting. Since Blake is notorious for falling in love on set, she might have also fallen for Justin. Without her feelings being acknowledged and reciprocated, Blake could have decided to torment Justin and make him take the fall to appease her husband's ego, who's been said to be prone to jealousy. So the theory definitely concludes that it's a one-way love affair gone wrong. Also, Blake might have no intention of having anything serious with Justin, but it could have hurt for Justin not to return the same energy. And it gets even more funny when you realize Blake has mostly had her way throughout her entire life, even when she was a kid. Her dad had to bribe the choir director to make her lead. Also coming from a privileged background, and having a fulfilling life could have given her the wrong impression about how rejection works. However, Blake hasn't been involved in many other projects before. It ends with us. She is a busy mom with 4 kids, and is also married to an actor who works most of the time, leaving her lonely and bored sometimes. Interestingly, in order to experience what a new romance feels like again, as she has mentioned that she loves romance, she accepted an offer to be in a romantic film with a super hot love interest. While testing to find out if the spark was still there, she decided to poke the bear a little to test the waters and see if she still got it, but Justin somehow rejected it. She felt embarrassed and made a turnaround to imply she never even meant it that way, and instead she projected that it was Justin who made it all happen. The theory dives even more to suggest she felt terrible because Justin asked about her weight and concluded he didn't like her enough to want to know those details instead of finding out more about why Justin would ever ask that. However, this doesn't sit well with the husband, and he shows up to set things straight by scolding Justin and making fun of him.